Hmm. And it's so interesting to hear you talk about that confirmation experience that Motley had because we are awaiting, news soon that President Biden will announce his pick for the Supreme Court vacancy, and we know he has confirmed that it will be a Black woman. Based on what you've been researching about Motley, what's been on your mind as we await this history-making moment from Biden?
Mm. Well, it's been a long time coming. Motley herself appeared on Supreme Court shortlists during the 1960s and early 1970s and had advocacy groups, including the National Women's Political Caucus, putting forth her name for the Supreme Court. She did not get the nod, including because the civil rights issue followed her. It was a double-edged sword, with some making the same kinds of arguments that she couldn't be fair to essentially white litigants in federal court. And so I'm thinking about that phrase, running the gauntlet. It's both a moment that, as I said, has been a long time coming, and Motley would be thrilled to see so many eminently qualified African American women be positioned for the nomination, and yet these processes they're fraught. We've seen rhetoric pushing back against the idea of the nomination of an African American woman, and so I feel cautious, and I know that someone will be confirmed by virtue of the math, simple math, and yet I do expect, and we're already seeing that there's a lot of scrutiny involved in these proceedings, and so I am cautiously optimistic and also pleased that we're at this moment validating the principle that Motley and so many other civil rights lawyers fought for and still fight for, and that is equal protection of the law, equal opportunity in the workplace. That moment has arrived.
Hmm. I wanted to get your thoughts on a quote that we had in the Washington Post. It was by a Georgetown student who said, "Having a Black woman on the Supreme Court could be life-changing for the young Black girls coming behind me. Proof that what we believe for ourselves can come true." What does it mean for you as someone who's researched this historical figure in Motley and this history-making moment that will be coming at the end of this month with Biden making a pick? These figures bringing their stories out, what do you think that tells the next generation?
Mm. Well, Motley was and is inspiring. And one of the reasons that I wanted to write this book and claim her rightful position in history is precisely because of the importance of visible diversity for all of the people for whom she stood in, women and immigrants and African Americans, working class. It's important for the full range of humanity to be represented in positions of power, which is why I can appreciate what the Georgetown student said there. At the same time, the one theme of my book is about the price of the ticket, which is a way of suggesting that no one individual uh, should bear the weight of social change for an entire race or gender or class of persons. The fit between representation and uh, substantive outcomes is inexact, and I think that's true regardless of if the individual is Constance Baker Motley or this person who is going to be nominated to a court where there is a conservative supermajority and likely will be for some time. And so there are limitations on what that person could accomplish despite being on the highest court in the land.